Batteries, the main part of the car. Again, I've read between 40 to 60% of the price of the vehicle is the battery. Which makes sense, doesn't it? Because if electric vehicles are, say, £5,000 to £10,000 more than an ICE vehicle, when you take it into account that the engine is obviously cheaper than the battery pack, that would explain why electric vehicles are dearer. Because of the battery pack, it would also explain why electric vehicles get written off quicker than an ICE vehicle, because you can repair an ICE engine. It's very seldom that an ICE engine has a catastrophic failure that you can't fix. Very seldom. And normally you can get a recon engine for a petrol or diesel for about, I don't know, somewhere between 1,600 to 2.5 grand. Oh, for a little one, a normal one. So that's totally refurbished with a guarantee. If we bring in the clever boys, the people who are a lot cleverer than me, the EV shills, they want battery health certificates. Well, I'm here to tell you, if you bring out battery health certificates, you will kill the motor trade. But Baz, it'll give people peace of mind. Yes, it will give people peace of mind, but it'll also stop cars selling long before, because it's a psychological thing. If you, my phone now is 12 months old. 12 months old. Let's have a look. We go to settings, battery, here we go, battery health, normal, maximum capacity 90%, cycle count 537, first use November 2023. I didn't realise I had it that long, but it's down to 90%. When these get to 80%, there's firms on the internet who will buy them, but the battery's got to be higher than 80%. Okay, and that's a phone. That's a phone. That's a phone where, virtually whatever you're doing, it's charging now. Wherever you are, you can pretty much charge it. I have a little battery pack for this, so if it's, it's the MagSafe thing. So I have a battery pack, put the battery pack on the back, and it charges it up while I'm on the move. You ask yourself, if you're buying a used EV, where is the cut-off point? Where is your line in the stand? So you've got 100%. Now bearing in mind, 100% battery, they recommend you only charge it to 80% and you only run it down to 20%. So you've actually only got 60% really. Otherwise, keep charging damages the battery, degrades the battery. Let me just run you through my way of thinking as a trader. Somebody who wanted to buy EVs but couldn't in all good conscience, because I knew I'd blow a fortune. I knew they were going to tank. I could see it coming. I could see the problems. I could see the pitfalls, and the main thing was I could see all the lies that were coming out about them, that the shills were telling people that I knew weren't true. I could see the signs. So, line in the sand. Right, okay, Baz, get back to it. So here we go. We'll go to electric cars. And again, I'm not picking on Tesla, but Tesla's the best known electric vehicle, isn't it? So I'm using Tesla as an example. Don't think I'm knocking Tesla, because probably out of all of them, I think I'd rather have a Tesla. There's 70 Jaguars in, 90 Kias, 342 Teslas. So in total here, is there 1,250? Let me just go, electric vehicles. Wow. There is 1,202 electric vehicles. That's way up. Let me just Mileage low to high. Let's just go through that, just make sure I haven't missed anything here. 5 miles, Citroen Berlingo van, 2023 on a 72 plate. GWM Aura, Ford Explorer. Let's just go to recently added. Let's see what's been recently added. MG Motors. Okay, so nothing, it's a fair, it's a fair selection. So, back to my original, Tesla, 342 Teslas. I noticed somebody told me that if I wanted to learn something, I should look at our Simmons channel. And I looked at his garage, but to be fair, I've been looking at it for a while, and I'm not that impressed. I haven't learned anything yet, apart from don't buy electric vehicles because they bomb a lot. But I have noticed, let's just go. And honestly, I don't wish, I'd like to be wrong. I would like to be wrong. Oh, Simmons. Auto Trader. He's got 13 cars. I'm sure he used to have a lot more. Looks like most of his stock's reasonably new. So again, that's doing all the right things. Fair enough. We'll just go to the bottom there. Tesla Model 3, 500, down 500. Volkswagen ID3, down 1500, down 500, down 80, down 900. That's a Tesla Model Y, down 300. And funny enough, where they've gone down, that's in April. That's 18th. That's down 12th of the 4th. So again, vehicles aren't stabilising, even at an electric vehicle expert like this chap, who, as I've said before, appears to be doing it a lot better than other people. He was putting battery health certificates on his vehicles. That one's the oldest. Let's just see if he's got one on here. View gallery. Because I did comment a few weeks ago. There you go. RSEV, Richard Simmons EV, 95% battery state of health. I wouldn't be too bothered at 95%. Let's just go back to the advert. This is his oldest one. How many miles has it done? 30,000. 2021, 71. So it's lost 5%, we'll say, in 30,000 miles. Okay, fair enough. Acceptable, is it? Right. Now then. So we go here to, and I'll go mileage, high to low. We'll just go through here, and also what I'm going to do here, because we don't want to get caught out, do we? We don't want to get caught out buying an EV. So battery grade, report available. So we want all the vehicles with reports available. The first one we look at, fair enough, it's done 110,000 miles. Battery B, go on battery B, 88, so it's less than 90%. View report. And there you go, that report. To me, this isn't really worth the paper it's written on, because at the bottom it says the state of health shown here was not calculated by Avilu, but corresponds to the SOH readout from the battery management system and calculated by the manufacturer. Avilu, therefore, does not guarantee the correctness of this state of health. Not really worth the paper it's written on. But that's a B at 110,000 miles. So we go down here, there's A's. There's a B here, 97,000 miles. 86,700 B. B, 86,000. I'll tell you what, let's go the other way. Mileage low to high. So all these should be A's, shouldn't they? A's, 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 A, A, A. So all good. Where are we there? 20,000 mile. Oh, 20,384, a B. 89%, less than 90%. View report, 89. The Avilou score is 89, 63 out of 70 and 26 out of 30. The state of health, read from the car manufacturer, 91.24%. 2023-23. When was it registered? 28th of 3rd, 2023. So it's 2 years old and it's down 10%. Got another one here, a B. 27,000. Battery, 89. View report, 89. State of health there, 89. Well, they're two different measurements really, aren't they? 27,000, there's a B there. 27,000, another B. $31,985B, 32,000B, $34,000B, 35,000B, 36,000B, 37,000B, another B, another B, another B. Let's just check this one, that's only done 39,000 miles. Oh, I don't want to do that. Battery health, 88. View report, 88. So that showing 94% nearly. 88 out of 100. State of charge, 85.43. B, 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 B. Now, to my way of thinking, let's just put, I mean, we're down to there's one at 85,000 miles here, that's an A, and there's one at 86,116, and there's one at 86,116, that's B. Let's see what the A one is. So the A one is 90%. The B one, 88%. So there's only 2% difference. So what about this? What about instead of putting A and B, what about you put a percentage? Because you EV people, you like percentages, don't you? You really like percentages. Why an A and a B? Put a percentage. Who's going to buy a B? There's only a slight difference between an A and a B. The next thing that will be coming is Auto Trader. Well, Auto Trader is a fucking joke when it comes to pricing cars. Cap, equally a joke when it comes to pricing cars. But the next thing is, it'll be, you know, we used to have to allow for accessories, allow, you know, 25 quid for metallic paint, allow 100 quid for a sunroof, and anything leather, so much. The next thing will be, that's the price of the car, knock off. Because you used to knock off the mileage. Didn't do it these days, the exact mileage is. You had to look up a price and it'd say average mileage 20,000. And then you had to go back a Glass's guide and look up the mileage tables. It's done 30,000 mile more, knock off 300 quid. That's what's coming next, or should come next with batteries. Is it B? Is it 98% battery? Knock so much off, because it's not worth the same, is it? If you've got a choice between two vehicles in the same thing, Simmons, he's got all those Teslas. If you've got a choice between one that's got 95% battery and one that's got 88, there's got to be a price difference, hasn't there? You know, it just has. Battery health certificates will be the death of EV prices, even more. They will fall off a cliff. B's bad enough. I mean, I wouldn't buy a B. I wouldn't buy a B. There's all those cars in the auction. I wouldn't buy a B. Which to me would mean everybody else would bid more on the A's because you want them. So the ones with a good battery, yes, they're worth more. The ones with a bad battery, what are you going to do with them? But let me just see if I can find this other one. At least one check could not be performed, therefore the result may be inaccurate. For details, please refer to page 2. 51,390 miles. Due to a high current, the cell voltage measurement couldn't be performed. Please do not charge or drive during the test and turn off the heating. Puts my mind at rest. What about yours? Thanks for watching. Ta-ra.